areas. Great place to raise a family. If Odell's ready to settle down, I can talk to him about it.
All right, Brandon, let's move this forward. OBJ to the Chiefs. Is this a pipe dream, or you think this could actually work?
Well, Jenna, first you got to look at what makes a player tick, what makes a player great. OBJ is great. There's greatness in OBJ. The last couple years haven't gone the way he wanted to go. But when you think about what those things are, it's he truly believes that he is the best wide receiver, not only in today's game, but in the NFL, period, ever. And for that reason, it can't work because you have Tyreek Hill, who's a gadget guy. He scores on reverses. Giving him the ball in the backfield. He's also the #1 wide receiver. He can run every single route on the route tree, inside, outside. He doesn't drop anything. He's the fastest guy on the field. And there is an argument that Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver in football today.
Yeah,
and then you also have Travis Kelce. Okay, Nick, you have Travis Kelce, who is second behind DeAndre Hopkins in receiving yards. So for that reason, it just can't work because Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't fit when it comes to him accomplishing his individual goals. Now, can it work as far as them having team success? Yes, but OBJ, what makes him tick and what makes him great is his belief in himself.
Okay. All right, just keep it out there.
All right.
I'll keep hope alive, Jenna.
It's got time. It's got time. Moving on. No sleep in Brooklyn last night. Brooklyn Nets hosting and dominating the Warriors. Kevin Durant shining in his Nets debut more than 560 days since suffering that Achilles injury. 22 points in 25 minutes for Kevin Durant. Kyrie balling too. He had a game-high 26. Nets get the win over the Warriors. Here is Kevin Durant after the game.
I know it's a lot of emotions and a lot of, I got so many calls and texts about, playing again. For me, I was just like, I got to focus on the first possession, and then try to get through that and then move on each possession. So I try not to make too big of a deal out this whole thing. And, realize I've been playing this game since I was 8 years old. So I just got to revert back to what I know.
I think I got caught up in that in my career a few times, just trying to play hero basketball where, the team success is really going to dictate how great you are as an individual and how great you play your role. So, being here at this present moment, I'm enjoying that and I'm embracing it, and that's all that matters. I don't need a All-NBA. I don't need an MVP. I just want a championship with a great team that I can look back on history and say we did it our way and we had fun doing it. I'm in year 10. All I want to do is enjoy every single day I'm playing basketball and coming into work. Other than that, I live my life with my family, and that's the most important thing to me.
All right, Chris Broussard is joining us now. Broussard, I get it. One game does not a season make, but there were a lot of questions about this team gelling, fitting in chemistry-wise. Was the Nets' dominance over the Warriors last night a sign of things to come?
Yes, 1,000 times yes. I told you yesterday, Nick, right? Brooklyn is going to be nice. All right? Kevin Durant, that wasn't even the real Kevin Durant last night. As good as he was, that was about 65 to 70% of Kevin Durant. He shot 7 for 16 against a team playing Matador defense. He will get much better as good as he was. And then Kyrie Irving, look, you can make fun of his sage. You can make fun of his quotes. You can make fun of his Instagram quotes or posts. But Kyrie Irving is a bad boy, period. He is unstoppable, and he treated your player pyramid from yesterday like Jake Paul treated Nate Robinson. All right? He should not only move up 1 tier ahead of Ben Simmons, he should move up 2 tiers ahead of Jamal Murray. Show Kyrie some respect. And you were talking yesterday, Nick, their defense is going to be atrocious. They're going to be bottom 5. Where'd that come from? Last year, they were 5th in the league in opponents' field goal percentage defense. They were 9th in the league in defensive efficiency, and they lost no one and added a good defender in Kevin Durant. They're not going to be great defensively, but they're going to be solid enough not to take away from their great offense. They're the best team in the East. I like Milwaukee. Milwaukee will give them some trouble, but they're the best team in the East.
Oh, my gosh. Talk about overreaction to Wednesday. All right, listen.
I would have said the same thing yesterday.
I was ready to be. Listen, I'm going to be super positive. Because, listen, the story is Durant. And we haven't seen Kevin Durant play basketball in nearly 600 days, and he stepped back on the court like he never left. And the NBA is better with Kevin Durant out there. He is one of the 15 greatest players in the history of the sport. He is the second best player alive when he's healthy, and we haven't seen him healthy in a year and a half. So it is thrilling as a hoops fan to see him. And because I'm trying to be positive, I'm also going to be positive about Kyrie. Let me cleanse the auras again. This is burning. I don't know if people can see the smoke. I'll keep it right here. Kyrie was in his bag the whole game, particularly, well, really the first half when the game was in doubt. And he was showing you why he is arguably the best ball handler in league history and has an array of moves, whether it be at the basket, getting to the rim, or just his ability to pull up, that is almost unparalleled in this league. All of that is great, which is why the Nets are going to be able to overcome what is going to be a bottom 5 defense. And again, one game against the Warriors, and the Warriors are a whole nother story, does not a season make. I really feel bad for Broussard because last year he got kicked around because of the Clippers take, and now he's going to do it to himself again with the Nets, who aren't going to make the conference finals. But it is great to see KD back.
Up a couple tiers?
Can he play more than one game? Can we do that? Can he play more than one game against Eric Pascal and Kelly Oubre? Yeah, I mean, can he? Nick, Brandon, this is your pick to win the title, I think. So I know you're happy about it.
Nick, if you're going to sage, you got to sage right, baby. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it right, Nick.
Look at that.
Okay? Kyrie. Hey, Chris is right. You need to move Kyrie up right now. Did you not see that, man? Come on. You got to think about the swivot around these two guys the last 2 years trying to get back to basketball. They looked amazing. Yes, this is my team that I picked to dethrone the King and the Lakers. Look at this guy's handles. Look how savvy he is. And then oh so sweet when you look at KD. KD got to his spot. KD created his own shot. KD looked like the greatest player on the planet. Now, look, I'm not going to give him that. LeBron James, I'm not going to disrespect him right now, but he looked like that last night. KD and the Brooklyn Nets, this is the team that's going to dethrone the LA Lakers and your king, LeBron James, Nick.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, let's go. This is Z's. This is my son's jersey.
Okay, good. I was just going to say, but, you know, it's not for me to say that looks really small. So let's talk about who they beat last night, the Golden State Warriors. Steph struggled. He did. 2 of 10 from deep, finished with 20 points, 10 assists. Dub certainly didn't look like a championship threat. Nick, you kind of called this being the case for the Warriors this season. What'd you make of last night?
Listen, I didn't call it, to be fair. I said I was nervous about it. And Wildes, I know we're going to talk about this much more later, but this can't be what the Warriors are. And it's going to be hard to make the case, oh, he just doesn't have enough help. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but I think a guy that Broussard thought I should have had on the pyramid, the greatest third option in league history, Andrew Wiggins, he was out there. Now, he was doing typical Andrew Wiggins things, 4 for 16, didn't contribute to winning basketball.